germ layer. Okay, so first of all, this is the dorsal view of embryonic disc. Okay, in this model you can see the first part. You can see this is the elongated thing, this is the primitive streak. Okay, in the primitive streak you can see this is the caudal part, cloacal membrane, then primitive streak, after that primitive node or primitive knot, then there is a procaudal plate. Okay, and after that we will discuss how the three germ layer forms. The formation of three germ layer, actually this process is known as the gastrulation. What is gastrulation? Gastrulation is a process where implanted blastula forms three germ layers. Okay, this event occurs in third week after fertilization. So first of all we will discuss how primitive streak forms. As you know, in the bilaminar stage there are two layer of cells. They are the epiblast and hypoblast. That is known as the bilaminar disc. So from the transformation of the bilaminar disc into trilaminar disc is known as the gastrulation. So events takes place in the gastrulation. First is the formation of primitive streak. You can see in this how the primitive streak is formed. Around the third week, the epiblast on the dorsal aspect of the embryonic disc proliferates in the midline along the caudal part of the disc, give rise to a thickening called the primitive streak. Okay, the streak elongates by the addition of cells at the caudal end. After that, at the cranial end of the proliferation, these cells forms the primitive node or primitive knot. ठीक है, it has a central depression. In this knot there is a central depression known as the primitive pit. Caudally there is a continuous, this depression caudally continuous and form a groove that is known as the primitive groove. Okay, this is a narrow midline depression in the primitive streak. So now we know the epiblast cells migrates caudally and then from the caudal to cranial side and forms a primitive streak. Now as the primitive streak is formed, this will show the fate of the developing embryo. That means which part is a caudal, which part is cranial, which part is dorsal, which part is ventral, which part will be right side and which part will be left side. So this is the main event which decide the fate of the developing embryo, whether there is a cranial side, which part is a cranial side and which part is a caudal side. Now come to the one more thing is left. Bilaminar part will not convert into trilaminar part, or where there is a this conversion not take place. First is a procaudal plate region and second is a cloacal membrane region. In these two regions there is only ectoderm and endoderm present. Rest of the region there will be a trilaminar disc is formed, that is a ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. I repeat, at the procaudal plate and at the cloacal membrane region there is a only two membranous layer are present. Rest of the area gives the trilaminar disc. Now this is the second thing you are seeing in this diagram. This model, part of the model shows the schematic diagram of the transverse section of trilaminar embryonic disc. In this whole thing, you see there are margins of the embryonic disc. This is the primitive streak, this is the primitive pit, and this is the embryonic ectoderm, which is formed by the epiblast. These are the embryonic endoderm, which is formed by the hypoblast, and in between these two there are these red color cells. These are the embryonic mesoderm. Okay, so by the event of the formation of primitive streak, the bilaminar disc may convert into trilaminar disc. Okay, now how the bilaminar disc convert into trilaminar disc? First of all, I will show you one by one. Some epiblast cells migrate into midline to form the primitive streak. I have already told you, okay, which elongates from caudal to cranial end, and the fate of the embryo is decided at that level. Now, some epiblast cells migrate into primitive streak and enter into hypoblast region. Okay, enter into hypoblast zone and transforms into the hypoblast. They transform the hypoblast cell into another cell type, that is a endoderm. So the endoderm actually forms by the hypoblast cells. They are transformed by the activity of epiblast cells, which migrate from the primitive streak region to the hypoblast region. Now, the remaining epiblast cell differentiate into ectoderm. Some cells migrate from the primitive streak region deeper to the hypoblast region, and they transform the hypoblast cells into endoderm. Remaining epiblast cells gives the ectoderm, and the majority of the epiblast cells which occupy space between epiblast and hypoblast layer, they differentiate to form the mesoderm. Now, the notochord is the first mesodermal tissue to form. Okay, and the first form layer is a endoderm layer. You see, these are the two viva voice question. The first form layer is an endoderm layer, and first form mesodermal tissue is notochord. Okay, now some tissue which are derived from the ectoderm, they are the integumentary system, nervous system, and pituitary gland. They are derived from the ectoderm. Now, from the mesodermal origin, musculoskeletal system, cardiovascular system, reproductive system, and connective tissue, they are derived from the mesoderm. Now, the endodermal tissue. The endodermal tissue, actually they are derived from the hypoblast, and GI tract, epithelium of the lung, liver, pancreas, bladder, thyroid, and parathyroid gland, they are derived from the endoderm. So this is all about the formation of three germ layer. Thank you.